Good. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the F.D.R.L. Cup Series Coca-Cola 300. I am your host with the most, Kevin Kyle. I am here with the Vortex Racing Network. Very proud to be putting this race on for you all. Right now, practice is underway right now for this 300 miles here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So very excited to be bringing you guys this action live here on this beautiful Wednesday evening. So thank you to Jaden for reaching out to us and coordinating this with us. But right now, practice is underway. Sorry, just got home from work, got this thing ready to rock and roll. So bear with me there as hopefully everything's sounding good. And if not, I'm keeping an eye on chat. So you guys just give me a holler in chat and I will adjust things as we get going. But right now, practice, 2 minutes left in practice. Looks like Wilbur's, the number 12 car, is at the top of your board right now. Let's get a shot of him as we got to get acquainted to our drivers out here today. It's going to be one of the fun things to do here as we're getting ready for this race. This little one-off race brought to you by the Friggy Diggy Racing League. And we'll go ahead and put up that QR code for everybody. That QR code is a server link to the Friggy Diggy Racing League. If you guys want to get some more information on it, you can scan that QR code. It's also, there's a link in our YouTube description if you want to take a look at that and want more information on how to join this league. They run Wednesday nights, and they also have a truck series also, I believe. So wanted to go over the standings real quick. So it looks like our leader, Simple, that's going to be Matthew Simple, and that's going to be the number 8, hailing from Canada. So that's the number 8 right there. I want to get a little better shot of your boys' cars right now. Not as good as I want to. No, I got a camera for this. There we go. Okay, so there's Matthew Simple. He's our leader. Looking good in that Forever Rowdy Kyle Busch, number 8 Skittles machine. Okay, who else we have today? Aiden Screen. I hope I'm not destroying your name there, but he's in the number 97. Looking good in the M&M's blue, red, white, and blue car. Okay, and he's number 2 in the standings after Watkins Glen. Let's check out Holmes. Is Holmes on track? Holmes is not, looks like he's not able to make it or not on track just yet. Okay, and then Spencer. Looking for Logan Spencer. Okay, Logan Spencer is going to be our number 4th driver, 4th in the standings. Driving that number 89 Coors Light machine. That's going to be easy for me to remember. I love me some Coors Lights there, if you know what I'm saying, some silver bullets. Okay, let's see who else we got. Frith is in. Frith is not in yet. So, okay, practice is over. Qualifying is going to be underway here. I believe they have 5 minutes here to qualify. Just to go over some basics for you guys, as I'm learning them too here. We have 200 laps here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Stage 1 is going to be at the end of 50. Stage 2 is at the end of 100. You are going to be paying out both drivers. Let's go to a better shot here as we take a look as Logan Spencer takes off for his qualifying lap here. Oh, and he's gone. He didn't like how that felt. All right, let's take a look here. We're on board here. This is Will Moore in the number 6 machine, Snickers machine. Let's go on. We can go on board here, take a look, see exactly what Will Moore's doing here, hailing from Sebring. Not sure what state. But Sebring. Let's see how Bill does there. As everybody's showing 1,000, that's about. Hopefully that loads. Might be on my end. Let's see. I have to use a different ticker. I think it's just because no one's out on track yet. Lay down at the qualifying time. So hopefully. So Matthew Simple there is your leader. Okay, now the times are ticking in. Okay, I was getting a little nervous there, everybody. All right, so Matthew Simple puts it on top of the board right now as qualifying's underway. That's a terrible camera angle. That one. Went through and redid all these before the race started, so hopefully we won't have too much of trouble. I honestly gonna probably just load up the old I'll load up camera. We're having a lot of trouble with that camera pack, to be honest with you. Simple. I know these work. So, all right. So, Simple at the leader, top of the leaderboard right now. Go ahead and take a look. Aiden Shrine's on track right now on the number 97. Hopefully I'm not butchering your name there, Aiden. The last name, Shrine. We're going to go with Scrine. Scrine right now in second place. Let's see what he can do on this second lap as he comes across the line. Can he improve it? Nope, it looks like the first lap is going to be the ones that are going to be the first lap's going to be the fastest here. Let's see if we got anyone else. So Jaden Wicks here. Going to be bringing across his first time across. Let's see where Wicks gets. Wicks is going to bring it up to P10 right now on top of the board. Simple right now holding on to that pole position with a 29.128 right now at this time. Scrine there. Nice run there in the 97. Going to fall in second position. Wilbers, the number 12 car, going to be in third. Fourth is Ayers. Fifth right now is Moore. 6 is Murphy. 7 is Hill. Oh, Wicks jumps up to the fourth position. The number 9 car putting it down. As Jaden Wicks puts it up on the board. Nice little job there as the 9 going to grab a couple more spots there off that qualifying position. Looks like Mackenzie Clayton's out on track now. The number 19 looking good there in the Bass Pro Shops tracker machine. Bass Pro Shops Club, I'm sorry. No offense there. Jump on board the nose here. Mackenzie Clayton here. Let's see what he can do. Something really else interesting about these guys is 110% horsepower. That is something you usually don't see on some of these next-gen cars or some leagues in general. This is the first time I've ever seen it. So something to keep an eye on there. I'm definitely going to think that's going to be some tire wear and some cars going to have to really use the throttle, that extra 10%. We'll see what that does there. If you're used to running next-gens, a little bit of an extra caveat to how these cars are going to run. So Clayton going to be bringing across. He's sitting in 12th right now. See if he can improve it. No, Clayton's going to be there in 12th position. So we have a 15-car field here tonight for the Coca-Cola 300, brought to you by the Friggy Diggy Racing League. Big shout out to Jaden for this big partnership we have with this one-off race. Glad to be bringing you guys the excitement here for the 200 laps from Charlotte Motor Speedway for their crown jewel race here from Charlotte. This is race number 13 in their season right now. All right, so that is the qualifying. Matthew Simple is going to be atop of the leaderboard, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful haircut down there in the bottom left. Wow, that is some flow. That is a good-looking number 8 down there in the bottom left. So big shout out there to the Canadian with the big-time flow, as those Canadians do like their flow. So as they are gridding up, right now, let's take a look at our lineup. Here we go. Up, that up. Take a look at our grid. That's the one. All right, so Matthew Simple's going to be on the first row against Aiden Shrine there in the 97. Both guys are top of the leader in points. There's Dylan Wilbers and Jaden Wicks there holding up the Coors Light in the P in row 2. Row 3 is going to be Keith Ayers and William Moore. 5 in P. Row number 4 is going to be Ian Murphy and Roy Hill the third. Row number 5 is going to be Logan Spencer and Gary Miller. Mr. Gary Miller to you. Mike Miller in the 01, and Mackenzie Clayton's going to be bringing up row number 6. And row number 7, Christopher Pugliese and Tristan Acevedo. And row 15, Mike Schaefer. Sorry if I butchered any of your guys' names. It's my first time covering y'all, so please forgive me if I destroyed your name. All right. We are getting ready to rock and roll here. Thank you guys in chat. We got Sanderson Simple. Let's go, Matt. Must be of relation. And Giraffe Boy 647, go number 9. So we are getting ready here. Stage number 1. It's going to be a total of 50 laps.
Thank you, sir.
Get that situated before going here because I'd like it to stay 100. Okay, stage laps in 50. All right, we'll see how that goes, but we'll just keep that in mind. So we're lap 1 out of 200 here. Coca-Cola 300. Very excited to be bringing this to you all live here from Charlotte on the Vortex Racing Network. Remember, you guys want to get more information on this league, on the Friggy Diggy Racing League. We have their QR code up here during the race, and I'll also have their link in the description as that pace truck is coming off the track here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. The fans are standing on their feet as they hit the restart zone, and the green flag is out, and we are ready to rock and roll here at the Coca-Cola 300. Oh, the car's out the outside wall. Drama already unfolding as the car just shot up the wall and hit that outer barrier wall. I can't see who that was off the top of my head. We'll have to get a look out there, but someone definitely hitting the wall super hard. I think that might have been Wicks in the number 9 machine as he's falling way off the track of the path there. What a shot from Wicks. We'll have to check in on that, see if I can bring that up. What a huge shot there. Okay, good battle here between Ayers in the 77 and the 60 right here as they're battling out side by side. A little bit of action back further back. Mike Miller now. He's working on Mackenzie. And Logan Spencer battling out side by side. That's the number 01 and the number 89 machine. Right now, Aiden Screen was able to get that lead as he's getting chased down by Dylan Wilbers right now. Matthew Simple's falling back to 3rd position. If we get a chance when the action settles down, we'll try to go back and look at exactly what happened there with Jaden, because I believe Jaden did have the issue there off the restart. Falling back 11 spots. Obviously, that's going to be our man to keep an eye on there as Jaden's starting to recover. And yeah, there he is. See some major damage to that Snickers machine. Maybe started in the wrong gear. Just tough break there for Wicks in this big race here after he had that great qualifying position. All right, the 77. 77. 70. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Got my mic all messed up, but looks like the Snicker machine there, William Moore, the other Snickers machine, the 6 and the 77 of Roy Hill, the 3rd. Good little tight battle here. And there comes Gary Miller, Mr. Gary Miller to you in the 38 machine in that nice dark-looking colored car. Oh, we got a blinker there on the inside of the 9, of the 6, I'm sorry, of Will Moore. Oh, and there goes Mr. Miller. Mr. Gary Miller up in the outer wall. Tough break for him, but he's getting, now here comes the 97 in the inside. The 12, I mean, trying to take the outside path around Charlotte here. 97 under attack now. Oh, he's getting loose. He hits the apron, gets loose a little bit. He's going to hang on to that car.
Sorry, I'm going to try to stay off you there, bud.
Able to hold on to it as Matthew Simple gets off the throttle, gives him a little bit of space, but that's going to allow Dylan Wilbers and the number 12 Ford Mustang to get a little bit of a gap here early on. Logan Spencer in that number 89 machine working the bottom of the apron underneath the 01. And that's a 38 of Mr. Gary Miller. Now from the side, that car has got that nice brown paint job of Mr. Gary Miller. And on the front, really nice dark USA colors. Great paint jobs out here tonight. A lot of people paying tribute to Kyle Busch. And speaking of Kyle Busch, we're going to go ahead and go silent here on lap number 8 in remembrance of said Kyle Busch. So get your 4s out. 4 plus 4 is 8. Thank you for everything, Kyle Busch. Go silent here on lap 8. Great shot right there of a lot of Kyle Busch tribute paint jobs. All right, big battle right now being undertaken. Looks like the 97, the 60, and the 6. That's Aiden, Keith, Will, all in a little group right here, all having a great battle as these boys are trying to make it to lap 50. Remember, fuel window's about lap 36, so keep that in mind. They do need to make it to 50, so these guys are going to be coming in early. Not going to be able to make the full 50 laps before a fuel stop, so they will need to bring it in. That's the 6 and the 60. That's Will Moores and Keith Ayers battling side by side down the backstretch here at Charlotte. The 60 looking underneath, trying to get a nice run, not being able to get that car down to the bottom stripe, where they say that's where that extra stickiness is from the paint of the track. Not able to get those left side tires on that paint, able to hook the bottom. The 6 doing a great job of running the outside lane, getting that momentum, not letting that 60 car up to the top of the wall to exit properly. All right, Dylan Wilbur's out to a nice little lead, over almost a second right now over Matthew Semple. All right, let's take a look further back in the pack. The 66, that's Tristan battling out there, and that's the number 19, the Mackenzie Clayton. Saw him have not the greatest qualifying effort. Tristan up 2 positions from the start of the race, and Jaden Wickets, unfortunately, just trying to survive right now. A little bit of net internet connection issues there as he's blinking just a little bit, but Jaden trying to hang on there, just nurse this thing to the stage break to try to get some repairs done, as they do have a fast repair available to them, I believe. But we'll have to keep that eye on Jaden, see if he's going to use that or be able to get some more repairs done under the caution of the stage break. Nice looking job, paint job there by Ian Murphy in the 84 machine. Let's ride on board with Ian. As you can see, the 60 car dropping low, trying to get to the bottom. That's Keith Ayers and that M&M yellow machine. Yellow flag is out here at Charlotte. What took place here? Gary Miller, Mr. Gary Miller, you has an incident. Let's go back and take a look at that. Gary Miller, Gary Miller involved in that. Looks like he got pushed up to the outer barrier wall. No fault of his own. Let's take another look at that one.
Thank you, 89 claim.
All right, let's take a closer look at this, and he's claiming it. The number 89, you can just see there, 89 exiting too high.
I swear I'm not aiming.
38, not too much damage there. Looks like he's able to keep it pretty clean. I don't think he's going to have to use a fast repair to get that fixed, but you did hear the 89 going to be taking responsibility for that. So that will be an EOL penalty to the 9 of Logan Spencer there. Oh, and Logan Spencer, some major damage. Same thing with the 9. Oh, there's more wrecking after the flag. What is going on here? We had another incident during caution. Oh, further back in the pack, I see it. Oh, the 89 just out of control. The Canadian Logan Spencer on a just on a rampage. Holy cow. Let's take a look at this again. You see the 89 not getting slowed down in time. coming around hot, rems right into the left rear of the 01 of Mike Miller. Oh my, that's unfortunate. That is going to be a bunch of headaches there for the admins here to take care of that, as there is all types of shenanigans happening. Aiden Strindo not pitting. He's going to stay out. Decides not to bring in that number 97 machine. Matthew Semple, though, going to bring it in. 7-second pit stop there by Matthew Semple. Keith Ayers, a 7-second stop. William Moore in the number...
The two guys kind of entering the middle of the backstretch here.
number 6 machine, Will Moore. 10 point. Let's see exactly what these guys did here. You know what? We have the power. Let's go ahead and bring up our pit stop info.
Is it something we need?
We'll see that once it populates, once they come back around. So I'll bring that back up. But
89 didn't stop and break me out.
But yeah, unfortunate turn of events there. As the 01 still getting repairs, as you can see, as the is undergoing repairs, getting the duct tape, the bondos being put on that car.
So claims involved in the secondary then. 89.
And here are the admins right now working on the penalties that are going to be given out.
Claim and 66 involved.
And there's a look at Logan Spencer. We had 2 incidents there. We had the Gary Miller crash, 89 getting tight, going up the track, getting into the left rear of the 38. Big shot there from him.
Possible 42 claim there as well.
And then after that, we had a problem during caution. You can see the 89 not being able to get this thing slowed down. Remember, this is under caution. The 89 just line drives the 01 as the Silver Bullet lives up to its name. All right, first caution still being underway. Pace truck lights are off on that machine, as Aiden Shrine did not bring that thing in the pit. Let's take a look at our pit stop stats. You can see there exactly what our top 15 did. So Matthew Semple, fuel only. Will Moore took 2 tires. Remember, they have 5 sets of tires in the pits, so some of these drivers already taken one of their sets. Remember, we need to get the lap 50. We're on 16. They can do 36. So Aiden's going to have to come in and pit again. And I think the whole field's got to do it too again. All right, restart zone. Echo Park, and away they go. There goes Aiden. String to number 97. Great start. Great restart. The field's a little strung out there. But they get this thing settled in, and they're 2x2 all the way throughout the field as they start to get this thing single-filed and figured out, see who can jostle for positions here. William Moore and Keith Ayers there, the 6 and the 60, battling it out side by side down the back stretch here, entering turn 3. Big battle here further behind. That's Ian Murphy under attack. The number 84 hanging on to dear life there. He's on the outside trying to make the move around the 77 of Roy Hill III. Dylan Wilbers and Mike Schaefer there side by side, switching positions. Lots of good racing up and down the field as we go. Mackenzie Clayton on the back in the 19 trying to make that outside lane work. Trying to get a good run, but he gets the door shut on him by Mike Schaefer in the 29. A little bit of 3-wide action almost here, back here coming out of turn 3. Out of turn 2, we almost had another incident there, as Mr. Gary Miller almost caught up in another situation with a car pushing tight up the track, getting into the left rear quarter fender. But Gary Miller able to stay away from that trouble. Aiden Strin now under attack from Matthew Semple. These two are our points leaders here, headed into week 13. And this is their week 13 race at Charlotte. We have 200 laps, 300 miles here at Charlotte, North Carolina for the Coca-Cola 300. Thank you to the Friggy Diggy Racing League Cup Series for bringing their racing to the Vortex Racing Network. We are very proud to be bringing you this live here on this beautiful Wednesday evening. As right now, Keith Ayers, Roy Hill the third, Ian Murphy, all in a tight battle for third position right now. This is the race for P3, side by side, coming out of turn 2. Ayers going to keep the car down low, but here comes the 77 of Roy Hill the third, trying to make a move on the inside. Great battle right here. Let's go on board with Dylan Wilbers and take a first-hand look at exactly what this driver is having to deal with. Nowhere to go right now for Dylan. You can see that USO car of Ian Murphy trying to use the outside lane. Oh, they're getting loose. They're wrecking in front of him. And there's a big wreck out of the turn 4 exit here at Charlotte. That's going to bring out our second caution here of the evening. Pace car checking up. Huge wreck there. We were on board with Dylan Wilbers live when that happened. Let's take a look at the footage and see exactly what took place there.
All right, guys. Pace cars exit a 2 here, entering the middle of the backstretch. Possibly heard a claim. I wasn't sure who that was, so claim is involved in April, please.
All right, let's slow that down. Take another look at it.
6.
Yeah.
All right, looks like the 6 gets loose. And it starts a little bit before what we're seeing here. It's coming out of exit. It's almost this whole part right here. So let's take a look at the 6 and just kind of keep the look on his body language there of the number 6 machine of Will Moore. And it's right here. He kind of goes wide and he knows he needs to get it off the wall, and it's already gone. Just going to go ahead and hit the right rear quarter fender of the 60. And this is what starts this whole mess off. Not sure how many cars were involved behind that. Looks like everyone's been able to get away cleanly except the USO car. They're going backwards down the front stretch here at Charlotte. That's never a good sign, seeing the fans on the left-hand side of you. All right, we have pit stops underway right now. There's Aiden Strin bringing it in. He looks like he's going to do fuel only or 2 side tires. I wasn't able to see. Keith Ayers getting some of that damage repaired on. That's number 60 machine. The 6 also bringing it in and get some work done. Right side tires going on. Jack coming down. Pit crew running around. Going to get those Goodyear Eagles on the left side of the driver's side of that car. Jack goes down and away. Nope, 6 going to get some work done. Going to get some repairs done. I don't know if they got fast repairs here, guys. I'm starting to think they don't. I think they're having to do some damage. Speaking of fast repairs, let's check in on, was it Jaden in the number 9 machine? Remember he had that really bad incident at the beginning of the race. Hit the outside wall. And maybe they got fast repairs. I'll have to check in with Jaden and see if they do or not. If anyone's out there in TV land, can answer me that question, because I honestly can't remember if they do have the fast repair. Let me check my notes. And we'll bring up our under caution. Oh. There we go, so you guys can see what's going on. And remember, there's that QR code if you guys are interested in finding out more information on the server and the Racing League. You guys can scan that QR code. It'll take you to the link where you can get involved with the Friggy Diggy Racing League and all their series they have. Yes, 1 fast repair, guys. So we got that under the bag, and then 50 laps here for the first stage. If they have a caution between lap 45 and 50, that will be the designation of the first stage. So keep that in mind if a yellow does come out. And if you see drivers claiming cautions or you hear them claiming cautions, that's a EOL to the back of the line. There's Will Moore going to take that penalty. And then you can see right now some of the pit stop strategy for the top 15. Ian Murphy, 4 tires, 2 tires from Aiden. Repairs being done by multiple drivers. So there's a look at your pit stops and repairs. As we're getting ready to hit the restart zone here again at Coca-Cola, second caution completed. Green flag out, and away they go here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Oh, outside car to the wall, causing a huge backup. Cars going everywhere. William, excuse me, the 19 spinning the tires there.
We got to go around and catch the base car here, guys.
Huge wreck there. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Let's take a look here if we can bring that back up on the replay. See exactly what took place here. We are slow motion there. We can see
42, you gotta go around.
the 19 spinning its tires. Let's rewind it a little bit.
42 needs an EOL for damage.
This is the driver's radio we can hear. You guys can take a peek in on that.
Go around them, guys, and if I can figure this out here quick.
Here we go. We're going to go quarter
There,
speed.
should be good.
Take a look at the
Looks like
19.
base cars
Big
could be
gap
in the
there
middle
between the
of
66 and
backstretch,
19,
guys,
though.
Possibly entering 3 by the time everybody catches up. So, middle of backstretch. Claims and involved when able, please.
There it is. 19 just gets loose, goes right in the outside wall. It's just too much gas right there. 110 horsepower. The 38's going to punch his ticket. Big T-bone there as it sends a 66 into the 19 corner pocket. That's 42 involved. I think the 34 is able to get, no, he doesn't. The 60 makes evasive maneuvers down into the infield doing some lawn care. The 6 just getting some work done, able to avoid that. So a big pile up there early on as that brings out our third caution here from Charlotte. And guys, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break as these guys are under caution, but we'll be right back. We'll let you guys take a look. Remember, scan that QR code for more information on the Friggy Diggy Racing League. And this is brought to you by the Vortex Racing Network. Remember, guys, stay with the leader. We appreciate you guys being on board here with us today.
Just heads up, Roy. I'll take the outside again.
Y'all call out when pace cars exit in 4th place.
Yeah, we're middle of 3 and 4 here right now. Coming to the exit. Start of pit road. Restart zone.
All right, I'm back. Had to quench the thirst. Okay, let's get back to our race. So it looks like the number 8 of Matthew Semple is going to be your leader. Last pit on lap 15. Remember, they could do 36 laps. So that's 41, 51. You should be able to make it on from here on out. Some guys to keep an eye on here as they're exiting turn number 2. Let's bring up our pit stats so we can all learn together on what these guys are doing.
Just remember, guys, do get a little bit more horsepower. You can spin them. You can cause that 2 times a night. Get a little bit more easier when it starts.
So lots of drivers getting some repairs done. As you can see, they were in there for much longer than 18 seconds. So that's what you're seeing there with the repairs. So maybe they took tires and repairs. Some drivers to keep an eye on would be maybe Ian Murphy, Gary, Mr. Miller, Christopher, Tristan, and Mike. If any of these drivers put on some fresh tires, they might be able to get themselves a stage win. Remember, stage is at lap 50. Third caution now being completed as we're getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here from Charlotte. right, attrition starting to become a thing. Green flag out. Let's see how the restart goes this time. Looks like everyone's off. Pretty soft, easy start there. Everyone being pretty cautious there, not wanting to cause the big one. Good battle here back in the pack. Dylan Wilbers and Logan Spencer having themselves a little bit of a battle here. Logan was had some damage there from that yellow flag fiasco on the second caution of the race. Turn that down a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. I could tell it was a little loud. Christopher Puglisi chasing down Gary Miller right now. Gary Miller using that high side. Hopefully he doesn't come back to bite Gary. He's been up there twice, and he's had one close call where it actually took him out, another call where it was close. He almost got taken out again because he's using the outside lane, but the guys on the inside lane cannot control their car. They seem to push up the track and try and get into Gary there. It happened once and almost happened the second time. So Gary need to keep his eyes about him. Let's check on with Keith Ayers there in the 60 machine. Remember, he had to take a quick shortcut through the infield there to avoid trouble there as he's trying to keep that number 60 M&M's machine clean for the long run, as this is a long race and we're just getting started here from Charlotte, as he's about to be putting 3 wide there as William Moore in the number 6 machine tries to make it an issue as he's getting underneath the left rear quarter fender of the 60 right now, heading into turn 3. Maybe not the, oh, there he goes. He's pushing hard. Going to go door to door with the 60 out of exit. Does he have it here to complete the pass? Coming across the start finish line side by side. Drag race into turn 1. Looks like that bottom lane going to prevail there if the 6 can come up and shut the door. And he's not going to have a problem at all. And there you go. Will Moore up to 8th position. Checking in now on, Roy Hill having some internet issues there on Aiden's screen there in the number 97. He's battling out. There's a battle for the lead. The 9 and the 8 side by side. Matthew Simple, Jaden Wicks in the 9 machine. Remember, Jaden had that earlier issue out in the terrible shot to the outside wall. Too much power as these two are going side by side. The leaders in the points race and your leaders of the race right now. The 9 and the 8, and they're bringing along a whole host of cars there. As the front of the field you can cover with a blanket. And there goes Jaden Wicks on the outside. The Snickers machine trying to pull off the pass on Aiden. Aiden last came in and topped off a few on lap 24, but did not take tires. Jaden Wicks did put tires on lap 16. They're both going to be using up their stuff right now, trying to get this lead, to get that fresh air. As you can see, about a 6-car pack behind them. Here we go, bring it in a little bit. Side-by-side racing action there. There's the 9 and the 37 side-by-side. They still can't get this figured out. The 37's going to have to burp the throttle there a little bit as Jaden gets up into the wall. But that's going to give Jaden enough to escape, and there goes the 77, all because Aiden had to burp the throttle there. Now the 77, Roy Hill III, has gotten himself underneath and back into P2 as Aiden falls down to P3. Some battle of some damaged cars. There's Mike Miller in the 01 having a tough time, and then Tristan Acedo with a damage on the right front. Maybe they're hoping to get to the stage to get a little more work done on those cars. But right now, William Moore in that 6 machine under attack from Ian Murphy and Matthew Semple, as Matthew has fallen off the pace quite a bit here in that number 8 machine. And he's having some internet connection problems. Hopefully, Matthew can hang in there. So the front 3 have still stayed the same. That's Jaden Wicks, Roy Hill 3rd, and Aiden Strin. Right now, though, the 89 of Logan Spencer trying to push the issue, trying to move up to 3rd position right now and grab some stage points. as we're 10 laps to the stage here from Charlotte.
Good racing there, Ian.
Thanks, man. Me too.
Ian really using that high side there against the number 8 of Matthew. Able to get that pass done as Ian's going to bring over in the P7 right now. What's up, Rev Kennedy? Thanks for checking in there on YouTube. Trying to keep an eye on you guys. Guys, let me know how everything's sounding. If something needs to get adjusted, let me know. I am not afraid to adjust things. So we got 8 laps to go to the stage here. Jaden Wicks looks to be making it a run to the end here to lap 50. Put those fresh tires on lap number 16, and it's starting to pay off. Another car that did the same strategy, that is Roy Hill, the third. You can see them in the number 77, also in the same strategy as Jaden. Aiden Streen in the 97. He came in on lap 24 and did fuel only, I believe, or 2 tires only. So Aiden in a little bit worse spot, not having maybe all 4 tires underneath him as the front 2 do. Okay, Aiden's riding on the back bump there of Roy here, looking to pick up another point before the stage is over. Dylan Wilbers, there goes the 12 on the outside of Logan. The 12 trying to make something happen, but no, Logan does a great job keeping it down on the bottom. Going to hold on to a spot right now. And here comes the 6 of Ian, I'm sorry. Of Wilmore is the number 6 there. The 12 machine of Dylan Wilbers making that aggressive move on the outside. But Logan able to do a great job of holding on to the bottom apron, holding on to P4 right now, up 5 positions from the start of this race. Your biggest mover of the race right now is Roy Hill, 3rd, and Mike Schaefer. Mike Schaefer right now hanging on in the 29th position in that Matt Black Bud Weiser machine. Go on top with Will Moore here, as it looks like it is going to be quite a battle here to the end of this stage. And there you can see Dylan using that outside line, trying to make the pass on Will. And he is. He's going to edge him out here. Let's see if he can get another good run on the outside lane. Jaden Wicks is holding on for dear life. 3 laps to go here to the stage. The 12 is not clear. Yes, the 12 did clear finally. The 6 is going to fall back in the line and hold on to his position. But now Aiden Strin now looking at the inside. Roy Hill the 3rd. Aiden going to make that last lap pass here on Roy. Bring himself up to P2. Roy Hill going to fall back to P3. Lap 48, 2 left to the stage. Jaden Wicks almost out to 0.8 of a second lead over Aiden. Will Moore now fighting back on the outside of Dylan, giving him some payback to see how he likes it. And there goes the 6 machine now working on the outside. Side by side out of exit of 4. Great exit there by the 6. He's trying to bring around his friend Ian Murphy now, bringing him around on Dylan. And Ian cleared to 12. Coming to the line on lap 49. It's going to be the completion of lap 50. Jaden Wicks right now is your leader. One more time around to get that stage win for Jaden Wicks and the number 9 machine. But the battle is on right now for P6. P5, I'm sorry, that's Will Moore in the 5th position in the 6th car. And there goes the 84 of Ian Murphy looking on the inside for a last-minute move here, coming across the start-finish line. And it looks like the 6th of Ian's just going to beat him out.
All right, guys, that is the completion of
Great
stage
job
one.
there as the caution
Points
comes out. Let's make sure we don't have any
iRacing
incidents
truck
here.
pit.
Make sure everybody see. We're looking at you, Logan Spencer.
Catch up
We're
to
looking at you.
Mackenzie.
And Jaden Wicks is going to be your leader for the stage win. Let me see if I can bring in old Jaden there.
This car is turned on into 1.
No, he is adminning. Or let's see who else we can get. Guys, I gotta get them. Let's get one ready, heat up for after the pit stops, because I know they're going to be coming in for pit stops. I don't want to bother them right this second. Oh, Mr. I know. I think I'm going to talk to Mr. Gary Miller. He had a tough race back in the back. He had that earlier wreck. But we'll bring in Mr. Gary Miller. Ask him about the Mr. Gary Miller. But that's your 4th caution. Jaden Wicks going to pick up your first stage. Stage 1 completed. Write that down so we remember. Jaden Wicks. And they were able to make it in 1 pit stop stint. So keep that in mind. I believe they can do it. Yeah, lap 36, stage 50. I mean, 50 lap stages. So look for stage 2 to be the similar situation. If they can keep it green, look for some undercut situations maybe to arise. But let's take a look at pit stops right now and see if there is any strategy.
38 for the R&D. I think he removed his brakes to take some right.
All right, so they're all coming down pit stop. There is Jaden leading the group down 8 on his back bumper to 97. A little bit of a gap there. The 77 of Roy Hill. Logan Spencer doing a great job getting back. Oh, the 97 all over the back bumper of Jay. Oh, and Jaden overshoots it. Just what the 97 ordered as the 97 gets into the head of the 9. All right, my first victim going to be the 38 of Gary Miller. See if we can bring him in. Miller Motorsports.
Sorry about that, Michael. The car wouldn't switch out of first.
You're good. I was just hoping you
Mr.
weren't
Gary
gonna-
Miller, this is KK up in the booth here for the VRN Network, man. How you doing tonight?
We're doing good, brother. How are you?
Hey, oh, I think you're keying up on the radio on the game.
Hey,
I know you
Oh,
got
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you're all good, Gary. Hey, I saw you getting some incidents there just because I feel like you like running that high line and guys are having trouble pushing up the track on you. So is that because you think the car is tight, or do you think is that extra, and how's that extra horsepower playing in tonight?
It's good. I mean, yeah, the high line seems to be the quicker line, but yeah, I've been a little bit tight at the beginning here at this run. So I think as they're coming off of 2, they're getting tight, and then they're pushing out towards me. So I was trying to give them more room, but yeah, that first save was just a fix, repair, and saved a set of tires. I just saved the same tires that whole segment, so I can get another set for the end of the run here.
Okay, so you got an extra set with you, so that's good to hear. All right, Gary. Well, hey, good luck to you. Well, hopefully you have better luck here on this second stint, and I'll put you back there in Miller Motorsports. And then, is that Mr. Gary Miller to you?
Gary Miller's fine, brother. It's all good.
All right, appreciate it. All right, Gary, I'll get you down there. Give me 1 second.
No worries. Appreciate you.
All right, that was Gary Miller. Appreciate him stopping in on that quick interview there. Hopefully I didn't mess him up too much there, as no, we're getting used to all that. Yeah, pace truck lights are off, so glad to get him back in his position there. No harm, no foul. All right, recapping, Jaden Wicks is your stage winner, first stage. Pace truck is off. Jaden Wake's going to be leading them here to the restart zone. Green flag is away, and away they go. Nice clean restart. Everyone under control. Yep, everyone's able to get this thing straight and narrow. No incidents there as we got a nice clean restart here. Let's see if there's anyone trying to push the issue early on here on this fresh restart. And there you got it, the number 12, and Roy Hill, the third, battling it out. 77 going down low on the 8 here, trying to make a move on the inside. Dylan Wilbur's doing the same. The 97 now looking underneath Dylan. Is the 97 trying to get his spot back? No, they're side by side, just what Jaden Wicks wants to see out the rearview mirror.
Because of iRacing mistake. Thank you.
Single file issue lines here. Further back in the pack. Looks like the 42 under attack right now. Christopher Pug. The Pug, the 42 under attack there. There's the 01 behind him. That's Mike Miller and Keith Ayers looking to follow up that Toyota Camry. As the 42 can't really choose a line there. He kind of stays middle. He doesn't drop all the way to the bottom. The 60 of Keith Ayers, though, that's not going to work. It's not going to live well there with the 60, as the 60 is going to want that real estate. Side-by-side action, though, further up the field, as that is for P4 and P5. As those two are battling out side by side. Oh, looks like old boy Matthew Semple there putting a move on as there comes the number 8, bringing it up back. Oh, we're going into nighttime here at Charlotte as we're starting to turn on the lights here in North Carolina. Or is it South Carolina? Oh man, I'm gonna get roasted for that. I'm from California, guys. I'm from California. I'm sorry. I have a feeling I screwed it up. I have a feeling I messed that up real bad. All right. Jada Wicks now falling back there. Looks like everybody put tires on except Jaden. Jaden has 11-second stop there, so not sure if he put on 2 tires or what the plan is there for the number 9, but it is hurting him. Falling back quite a bit here early on from the beginning of this race. Keeping our eyes right there on the 01 of Mike Miller running the outside lane. That's Ian Murphy using the high side as he hits the wall on the outside. Oh, the USO goes wide, and there goes the 60 Keith Ayers. He hits a huge hit as he loses control up into the outer barrier wall. And he takes a huge shot there at Ian Murphy as cars are going everywhere here. As the USO Gillette's going to take an infield trip to the grass, trying to find a shortcut to the infield care center. Keith Ayers, huge shot there to the M&M 60 machine. That could be his day. We're wondering what's going on because the tow truck has not yet gotten to Keith Ayers. As Keith Ayers and Ian Murphy both have meatball flags.
Thank you. Pace car into 1. Claims and evolve enable, please.
And we are back under caution for the 5th time here.
01 claim.
At the Coca-Cola 300.
Thank you.
Michael, how could you?
Okay, so we're hearing the 01 claim. Let's take a look at this crash. So I got Keith Ayers.
Tight bounce off the wall into the 60.
Oh, we're a little further ahead. Let's rewind that beautiful beat. Okay, so that's what we're thinking.
Yeah, it was like a bad dream, man.
01 bounces off the outer barrier wall, gets into the 60. 60 can't hang on to it. Back up the track. Huge shot there from the 60. And Ian Murphy in the 84 machine. Unfortunate for those two drivers. Hopefully they have some fast repairs or can get those cars towed back to the pits here soon so they get in and out before losing a lap. But I think it's too late. As there goes your leaders, and Keith Ayers and Ian Murphy are going to be going a lap down, it looks like. They are still sitting in the pits, getting either that damage repaired, but where they got hit and tow truck, they have to go all the way, they have to get towed from all the way back around the track and back in the pit, so that is going to be a lengthy tow truck stop, and not to mention the repair bill. Okay, Jaden Wicks, another a 7-second stop. Dylan Wilbers, your leader, the number 12 machine. Matthew Simple in the 8th car. Roy Hill the 3rd. And Aiden String going to bring up your 2nd row. Bring up our 10-car lineup. Oh, not that one. Not that one. We want our 10-car lineup. There we go. Give you guys a look there at who is in the top 10 and on what row there for our restart. Take a look at some of our faster drivers tonight. Dylan Wilbers is on top of the board, followed behind Matthew Semple, Aiden, Gary Miller, and Mike Schaefer, your top times. Take a look at our lap leaders. Gaden Wakes, Dylan Wilbers, pretty neck and neck. Aiden Strin right up there, and Matthew Semple. And our biggest gainer so far, Christopher and Mike Schaefer, gonna tie there with both up 7 positions at this moment. A lot of fuel onlys there, as it looks like these guys are going to be trying to save a set of tires, I believe, or make it a shorter pit stop if they come in and take 2 only here to make it to lap 100. That is the end of our 2nd stage, lap 100. As we are headed down the backstretch, as this 5th caution is going to be getting wrapped up here shortly. All right, pace truck is off. Wilbur's going to be leading them back to the Echo Park restart zone. Green flag is away. They hit the gas. Everyone going to be nice and easy on that throttle with that extra 110% horsepower here in the next gens. As you can see, more there trying to do some lawn care. Puts those left sides on the grass. Oh, and there goes Semple with a big move to the inside to shut the door on the 77. And here comes Wilbers. Wilbers going to try to take the air off the 8, trying to break the draft. But here comes Semple in that number 8 Skittles machine. Everyone now painting the bottom of the apron. Somebody gets loose. They're able to hang on to it. I don't see any yellow flag out yet. That was a close one. Let's get back up to the front as Semple is looking to make a move. But Roy Hill III's got something else to say about it, as now those two are door to door. And don't look now, but Aiden Screen and the number 97 M&M machine looking to make another move, as I got Kyle Busch Rowdy fever all over the track here. As RIP Kyle Busch, 818. You will be missed, as we are here at Charlotte throwing it down here for the Friggy Diggy Racing League Cup Series. Thank you to Jaden Wicks for putting this together with the Vortex Racing Network for this special crown jewel race for the Friggy Diggy Racing League. As we got side-by-side action here, Semple versus Roy Hill III. Side-by-side, oh, the 77 getting close to the 8 there, as they're almost touching. 77 having some internet problem. He's blinking out there just a little bit, but no worse for wear. Aiden Screen now looking a little bit impatient, trying to look for a way around as we go on board with Aiden. Oh, side drafting going strong here. There's a lot of rowdiness going on board with Aiden right now, fighting for P4 underneath the 8 of Matthew. Good battle further behind. That's Logan Spencer and Christopher, 89 and the 42. Side by side, having the knack, some battling with themselves. But right now, all eyes on Matthew Semple and Aiden, and now Logan Spencer. Looks like Roy Hill III was able to escape there. Might have had a moment, we missed it as we were checking in with Semple and some other drivers. It's now Semple's under attack from Aiden. Aiden now has to deal with Logan Spencer on the outside, the 89 from the Great White North. Outside lane looks, oh, we got a little bit loose there. Christopher hangs on to that number 42 Toyota Camry. That number 42 Pepsi machine got loose there off the backstretch, able to hold on to it. Now Mike Schaefer looking to make a move on the inside, tries to get some side drafting done, unable to get the pass done, but does have a run going into turn 1 here. He has him cleared. Can he hold on to it and make the move here? Yes, he does, as Mike Schaefer moves up to P6. Aiden Strin and Logan Spencer now battling side by side behind Matthew Semple. As it's a drag race down the backstretch, entering turn number 3. The 89 lets off the throttle, going to get back on sooner than the 97. Has the outside lane, pitches him down, going to have a little bit more momentum on the outside drive. Coming across the start-finish line, it's still a drag race side by side, and now Christopher finds himself neck to neck with the 38 of Gary Miller and Will Moore. Dylan Wilbur's out to that 0.8 of a second lead over Roy Hill III. And Roy Hill's got the same lead over Matthew Semple. Semple 4/10 behind this group as Aiden has got the move done over the 89. And Logan Spencer has moved up to 5th. Mike Schaefer now takes over 6th position solely. Gary Miller finding himself running the high side very well. Leading in right now in P7, up 3 spots from the beginning of the race. Will Moore hanging in there, that number Snickers machine. And the 42 of Christopher seemed to have that car under control from that earlier moment down the backstretch. Jaden Wickets, number 9, won the stage number 1. I have a feeling he's up to no good here. Got to keep an eye on that number 9 machine to see what kind of strategy he has. He seems like someone that could have a plan up his sleeve. As now the 6 of Will Moore trying to make a move on Miller. These two are side by side. Good battle here for, this is all for P7. Ian Murphy checking on that number 84 machine involved earlier incident. Still in the pits, over 9 minutes of damage right now are being repaired, a pit lane time. So Ian Murphy's time, not the way he wanted to go, as he is now about 13 laps back at this moment. Another car 3 laps back is Keith Ayers in the number 60 machine. Checking in on Logan Spencer. Looks like Mike Schaefer has made the move and has gotten to the back bumper of the number 89 machine. The front of the field a little bit more spread out. Dylan Wilbur's out to almost a second lead. Roy Hill the third, the same over Matthew Semple. But now it looks like the number 97 is starting to close in on the number 8. All right, Will Moore now closing in on Mike Schaefer. 6 looking to regain P6 right now. William Moore down 1 spot from the beginning of the race, but Mike Schaefer, the real big shaker remover right now, up 9 spots, holding tight in P6 as William Moore looks to chase down that number 29 machine. 29 doesn't shut the door. And now we got a battle down the front stretch here. Heading into turn 1. Outside lane. Ooh, it's going to prevail as the 6 is going to send it in. Side by side out of the 2. Looks like Schaefer is going to get beat here. Let's see if the 6 can continue this run. Schaefer holding tight though, giving it everything he's got, trying to hold up the 6, but I believe the 6 might have his number here. He's going to prevail as the 29 though fights back on the inside. Oh, the 29 does it. Is he going to shut the door now on him? He's going to bring it up the track, and yes, he does. Puts the slide job back on the 6, shuts the door down the backstretch, and Schaefer holds on to 6 for the time being. Here comes the 6 now, fighting back. It's not going to like that move. Side by sides, got to the right rear quarter fender. Now it's a drag race down the front stretch through the quad oval. That's the start finish line. Schaefer holding on, not being able to get their side draft. Strong on the 6, and now here comes the 29 back on the inside, driving down deep. And Schaefer's gonna go ahead and give up that spot to the 6 as Will Moore gonna prevail the P6. Gary Miller now looking underneath the 29. The number 38 gonna grab that spot while those two are battling. Mike Schaefer really using up a lot of that equipment to hold on to that spot. It's gonna fail him as Gary Miller now moves up to P7. Take a look at your leader, Dylan Wilbur, out to a 1.6 second lead right now here at Charlotte, putting on a clinic. Roy Hill, the third, next car behind, a 7/10 of a lead over Matthew Semple. Everybody still needs to come in pit. Last pitted on lap 52. Logan Spencer last came in on 62. Gary, Mike, Jaden, couple drivers 62. They could stretch it. If you came in on 62, you could stretch it. So I think that's what you're seeing Jaden and some of these guys do that you're used to seeing riding up front. Jaden was our leader. Let's ride on board with Jaden and see if we can pick up anything going on the inboard. Roll bar, I think maybe we want the gyro. There we go. Let's take a look, see if he's clutching it. Nope, not clutching it, just using 5th gear. I have a feeling though, Jaden and these guys are gonna be able to make it to the end of the stage. Lap 1, am I way off on math? Hold on a second. 62 plus 36. Yeah, you'll be able to make it to 100 if you save. And I think that's what we see them doing back there, guys. So look for Jaden and these guys all pitted on lap 62. Let me bring up that stat so you guys can see it as I'm looking for some more battles here. As Roy Hill the third is starting to make a maneuver. Maybe the leaders are starting to figure out what these other guys are up to because they're going to have to pit again. They might even go a lap down with the stage coming out and you'd be really screwed. So there you guys go, lap since pitted. Look for everyone, lap 23, especially Jaden Wicks. I got my eyes on you to make it to the end with that fuel-only maneuver. Look for guys that last pit on anything less than 33 to have to come in and pit one more time. I mean, lap less than 23, one more time. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell Dylan is like hammered down. Now 3 seconds. And Aiden and Matthew. Sorry, now Matthew's like, hey, you guys are saving fuel, man. So I don't know. These guys are in bad shape, racing real hard. There's no way they're going to make it. They cannot save 48 laps of fuel. I'll tell you that right now. Very curious to see how this is going to turn out. When you got guys in the last pitted lap 62 hoping for not a caution and let this thing go all the way to lap 100. So real big fuel strategy starting to partake right now. Dylan Wilbers, I think, has made up his mind, is going to run as hard as he can, as long as he can. Guys like Aiden and Matthew maybe trying to save a little bit more, but I feel like their beds are already made. Logan Spencer's your first car, last pitted lap 62. And then you got Gary Miller, lap 62, Mike Schaefer, Mike Miller, Tristan, and Jaden. I think Jaden's your is going to make it for sure, and I think Logan's like your canary in a coal mine. You see Logan come in, then you know those lap 62 guys are in trouble. And then Dylan, Aiden, and Matthew. What's 36 plus 52? It should be right about now, guys. So their pit window should be right about now. Let's see if they can make it. I don't think so. Awesome fuel strategy, though, going to be starting here. Let's keep an eye on Dylan, as he should be our first one running so hard. He should be the first one bringing it in. We projected 36 laps on a tank of fuel. You got some battling here. These guys trying to probably get a caution to come out, trying to work so hard. There's Logan now on the outside of Gary Miller. Both lap 62 drivers on fuel. I think everything's starting to set in, letting them know, hey, we got it safe here. That's why you're starting to see some hijinks, because you want to have that position. When you're good on fuel, you want to have that position already in hand to be able to goose it and not have to battle these guys. There's Dylan now out to a 4-second lead. Let's check in on the gyro with him. He's fifth gear in it, no clutching. All go, no show. Let's see what Wilbers does here as he's hitting lap 92 out of 200. How much further can the Wilbers go? He's going to go one more time around, hoping for a caution probably from one of these guys. Double checking my notes. It is 36. Oh, and there we go. Matthew Simple bringing it in. He saw the tea leaves, reading between the tea leaves. And Matthew Simple, your first car in. Dylan Wilbers, how much further can he push at lap 100 is your caution. This is not looking good for these boys. For how fast Dylan was running, this is very impressive now, stretching it further than anyone would think. Lap 94 right now. Aiden it, doing a great job. Will Moore now up to 6th position, last pit of lap 52. I'm going to bring up our pit stop stats one more time. These guys have already pushed it 7 laps more. There's Roy Hill, the third in. Roy Hill, the third, bringing it down. We thought 36 laps. Dylan Wilbers proving us wrong, going 41 laps. There's Dylan Wilbers. Leaders, oh, he's swinging it in. Too much brake bias, and he hits the inside pit barrier wall. Pit crew members going wild. And here comes Ian Moore. Will Moore bringing it in. The 12 having to stop. Oh, as it adds insult to injury as the 12 is doing the victory burnouts in the pit stop. Aiden String is now our next man on pit stop watch. He's done 42 laps. He's bringing it in. Aiden String is going to give up that position and bring in that number 97 machine. And here, look out, Gary Miller. How far can Miller go? He's got to be able to make it 4 more laps, and he's going to have himself a stage victory. Can he hang on? Can guys not go a lap down? They will get the wave around, but they will be on the last lap in a single file lane, I believe. So look for one to get the lucky dog. This is going to be really interesting here. As lap 96 out of 200 is almost completed here, Gary Miller is your leader here at Charlotte, looking for the stage 2 victory. Logan Spencer doing a great job. Logan didn't seem like he was saving from the get-go. So look for Logan to be a little more conservative here in the dying laps. Mike Schaefer hanging on with that 3rd position. Tristan, Mike, and Jaden Wicks now all in great position to pick up some stage points here. See how Gary's doing. Gary's doing a great job. No one's really clutching it. Gary Miller, hailing from Hickory, North Carolina. Glad to have you on board. He's got that commentator's good luck charm. Most people think it's a curse, but it's a charm. I say it. There's lap 99 out of 200. As Gary Miller going to be completing lap 99. There's Mike Schaefer trying to maybe pick up another stage point. Same thing going on here with Tristan. And, oh, that's a lap car down of Ayers. So that is not for position, but Gary Miller now halfway through, coming out of turn 2, getting ready to pick up his first stage win here tonight. Jaden Wicks was able to pick up the first one. It looks like Mike Miller, looks like Gary Miller, I'm sorry. Got a lot of mics up here on the board. I apologize, Gary. Looks like Gary's going to pick up his stage win here as he crosses the start-finish line. And Gary Miller going to get that stage win. Mike Schaefer now, oh, battle here. Mike Schaefer going to beat Tristan, and Tristan's going to beat Logan.
Stage 2, boys, follow iRacing instructions a bit.
Okay, stage 2 winner, Gary Miller. Congratulations to him. All right, we're going to bring up our ad little run here real quick. You guys remember that is their QR code. You should be able to scan that, and that will get you a server link to their Discord server. You guys want to find out more information on how to join the Friggy Diggy Racing League Cup Series. They also have a truck series. Reach out to Jaden Wicks. He is the mastermind behind all of this, as we are under caution here for the Coca-Cola 300, brought to you by the Vortex Racing Network. Stage 1 winner was Jaden Wicks. Stage 2 is going to go to Gary Miller. All right, 100 laps down, 100 to go. I'll be right back. I'm going to go wet my whistle. We're going to keep an eye, too, on this guy's on. We need to keep an eye on the lap down cars and see if they get a wave around. So Aiden, Semple, Moore, Wilbers, and Hill. Keep an eye on them and see what happens with the wave around. I'm going to put it on Aiden so we can keep an eye on him. He might be the first car. He might be the first car for a lucky dog. So we'll have to keep that in eye. But let's see what happens, because you know Gary and these guys are coming in. They'll stay out, get the wave around, more than likely. Go to Sim Racing. Let's go Millers. It's Miller time up in here. All right, let's see who we're going to pick on. Hey, Logan Spencer, got your ears on. This is KK up in the booth.
How's it going?
Hey, good, man. Hey, so quick question. When you guys last came in on pit on lap 52, I think, did you know from there that you can make it to the end at here at the Charlotte track to make it to lap 100, or when did that start setting in?
Yeah, no, I thought about it, contemplated if I was
Last
going to
one
stay out or
outside.
not, and just put it together real quick that I had enough to get there. So thought I'd hope there was no more yellows, and it worked out for me. So.
And then Logan, real quick, what happened there on that yellow flag when you came in like a silver bullet?
Lack of attention on my part.
Ryan McKenzie looks like.
No worries, Logan. All right, buddy, I'm gonna get you back in there. I see you guys going down the backstretch there.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, that was Logan there. Good sport. Appreciate Logan giving us that candid interview. Glad he let me bust his balls there a little bit on that yellow flag. So good sport there from Logan as he's on the outside lane now, going to be battling against Mike Schaefer here. So stage 2 completed. Last 100 laps here at the Coca-Cola 300, 6 caution completed. We had 2 natural stage cautions. The other were natural cautions. And we hit that Echo Park restart zone here at Charlotte. And we got green flag racing once again here from Charlotte as the drivers are trying to hold on to that extra 10% horsepower here. As some drivers got to get used to it. Not a whole lot of... oh, Keith Ayers, is he okay? Yep, I saw him. He said crash. I want to make sure he's okay, Keith. Doing okay. He's hanging in there. Is a lap down. As so is Dylan Wilbers. Will Moore going to find themselves a lap down there because of how that stage played out. Not sure exactly what took place, but Roy Hill, the third, making some big moves there. As the 77 machine looking to the outside, trying to grab his spots back. As now this is a race to the end here at Charlotte. Remember, stage is 30, I mean not stage, fuel window is 36, but we saw drivers push it to 42. So even if you did 42, you'd have to come in 2 more times. So don't look for any too cute of fuel strategy unless we get some yellows thrown in here right now. There's the number 9 there, Jaden Wicks working on Logan Spencer, his teammate. They're working together there in Discord together. Teammates, I believe. And there goes the 12. He's peeking his nose 3 wide. No, he's going to get back in line behind Wicks. Here they go side by side down the backstretch here at Charlotte. Mike Schaefer is your leader with that clean, fresh air, but Mike Miller is working his way on the outside lane in that Airborne Air Force. Shout out there to the Airborne and the Air Force logo paint scheme there on that 01 machine. Very cool looking car there. Oh, speaking of outside lane, look at Jaden Wicks and Dylan as those 2 cars are showing you just how to use that lane. But Dylan Wilbur's a 12 car. He is a lap down, so remember that. He is already a lap down, so Dylan trying to get his lap back the hard way. I don't envy his position. We'll have to check in maybe with Dylan and see what happened there, why he found himself a lap down, as he did not get the wave around, or maybe he pitted. But either way, going to be in a tough spot there. The 38 U.S. Army, Gary Miller and Mike Miller are doing a great job now, P2 and P3. Gary Miller able to get that stage win, now finds himself in P3, working his way up the field. But the big mover of the race there is your leader, Mike Schaefer, up 14 spots from the beginning of the race. As you can see further back, Dylan Wilbers really trying to fight his way through this traffic to get up to get his lap back. I don't blame him, but this is going to be a tall task here at Charlotte with only 15 cars on the track. As Ian Murphy, no, I was going to say, I thought maybe Ian Murphy was back on track. No, it looks like Ian is parked that car. 61 laps completed. His night is done here. As now we're almost looking 3 wide with that lap car of Dylan Wilbers making an issue here. Great battle here. There's Logan Spencer, the 89, looking right behind his teammate. Dylan is stuck on the inside. That 12 car body armor car is a lap down. So is that 60 M&M's car you see. That is Keith Ayers. as he's found himself back 2 laps down. Will Moore on the lead lap. Oh, I'm sorry, Will Moore and Dylan are 1 lap down completely. So look for those two to be Dylan and Will. Look for those two to be battling it out side by side for the lucky dog. That is going to be your number 6 machine. That is back there in the Moore car, Snickers machine, and Dylan in the 12. That is for lucky dog. But up at the front, what a battle. Mike Schaefer has checked out a second lead right now here as Gary Miller takes over 2nd position. Mike Miller to P3. Remember, the 12 car is a lap down. And in their next competition would be Logan Spencer in the 89 and 9 and Jaden Wicks here. Side by side racing action. Aiden Strand in the 97 finding himself further back in the pack. Was caught off guard by that lap, by the pit stop strategy, but was found himself to be a lucky dog. That's how he was able to get his lap back. And I think these other guys just didn't pit. I mean, they pitted when they should have stayed out and got the lucky dog, I think is what happened to them. There's Tristan and Christopher working side by side. That's a 62 and 42. This is for position P8. .42 really hanging it outside, low, high. Back to the front. Keep an eye on Dylan. Dylan looking to the inside, trying to fight his way back for his lead lap. Looking at the inside of the 38 of Gary Miller. Mike Miller under duress now from the 9 of Jaden and Spencer. Trying to keep those 2 cars behind him as they look to the inside. But I think 01 and the 38 of Gary, the Millers, have that high side dialed in tonight as they've been able to run pretty darn well up there. Right now, Dylan's underneath Gary, trying to get past this 1 more car to get to the lead lap car, maybe to get his lap back in case a caution comes out, which would definitely save his day. And Mike Miller's going to fall back now to P4 as he tries to fight back on the outside lane. I don't think it's going to be enough as Jaden's going to, just barely grazing the outside wall. That is how close it is here, folks, at Charlotte. We're going to go ahead and do the spoiler cam for Mike here. Just take a look how close he's getting. Oh, he thinks better. He doesn't get so high this time around. Let's see what he does going into turn 1 and 2. As, man, he's been really running that high side quite well. See how close. Oh, he smashes it there just a tiny bit there. Mike's got to be careful there. Slowing himself down just every little bit every time he touches that wall. So, Mike, better be careful there. Too many touches of that Charlotte wall. It's going to come back and get you. Oh, sorry about that. Button. Okay, let's see here. Let's put up our pit stop stats just so we can see how many laps they've done. So remember, 36 laps, full out, racing hard. If you're saving, you can get up to about 44 laps. So we're looking at we're getting closer to a halfway point in our fuel stint. Getting there, not quite yet, but we're getting there. Some boys that have been doing some repairs. You can take a look at some of the guys that have a tougher night tonight. Take a look at our lap leaders. Right now you got Roy Hill the 3rd, battling it out side by side with Aiden Screen. Aiden's the 97. Roy Hill is that beautiful looking number 77 machine. Remember, Dylan Wilbur's looking at lap leaders. Man, tough break for him. He is able to get his lap. No, he's not got his lap back, but he has made it up to the leader now. So he's chasing down the leader. But look at that, laps led tonight, 48 laps led, and now he finds himself a lap back, all due to strategy there. So unfortunate break there for Dylan. But back to some more racing action. Looks like Aiden and Roy Hill having a great battle. And there's Tristan in the 866 on the Ford, looking at the outside lane now, starting to getting some rhythm. Looks a little more pep in his step there, old Tristan. So now Tristan on the outside lane. Oh, he hits the wall. Giving him the old curse there. as he's running right there with some great drivers. That's Aiden and Roy Hill the third there, so doing a great job. Mike Miller hanging in on P5. He is now side by side with Logan Spencer as makes the Roy Hill think twice. They think almost went 3 wide down the backstretch. Now here comes Roy Hill with a run. Let's check out our fastest 5-lap average. This is our last lap. Fastest 5 last lap times. 2 cars a lap down are the fastest cars, but Mike Schaefer, Jaden, and Will Moore putting down the fastest 3 laps of the cars on the lead lap. And Logan Spencer finds himself swallowed up there 3 wide. He finds himself in a predicament coming out of turn 4. Hits the outside wall. They keep it straight here at Charlotte. He's following his line of Ian Moore. Now he's side by side with Shear. The 97 and 89 making it work. Roy Hill is going to make the pass now on Mike Miller and take over P4 as he shuts the door on the 01. Close call there. He puts that 77 right on the back front bumper of Mike Miller. You can see things getting spread out in front of them, but the action right now is right here in this pack as Mike Miller is starting to fall back just a little bit here and there as he's now slid back to P5. Kristen in the 66, we made a comment about him earlier, looking good now is side by side underneath the 01 down the backstretch here at Charlotte. And Will Moore in that 6. Remember, he is a lap down. Then you have Aiden, Logan Spencer, the 6. So some of those cars are some lap traffic. Looks like Mike's got his groove back. He is losing a little spots, but he definitely looks a little bit more comfortable as the 97 comes up, slide jobs him a little bit. Not worth even saying slide job, just comes up and shuts the door. All right, let's check in on our leader, Mike Schaefer, out to 2.7 second lead. I think he's in a good spot here. Just don't run too long. I would break this thing up evenly as a crew chief, but with the lead, why would you come in maybe? But the undercut is strong here, I believe. Now Tristan working on Gary Miller. Tristan, this is for 4th position. Tristan side by side, start finish line. Got a nice little run underneath Gary. Gary using that high side. Maybe that high side starting to come in, taking a toll on those tires. As Tristan now takes over P4, up 10 spots from beginning of the race as 66 has your P4 spot. Aiden now got Gary Miller in his sights. As Gary Miller is starting to drop like a rock. See Aiden painting the bottom stripe with those left side tires. Just what you need to do here as he comes up and shuts the door on Gary. And now Aiden up to P5. I know, Soda Sim. I know. I think it's that high line. I think they're running the high line a little. Oh, Jaden Wixon. He's pulling the parachute in the number 9, trying to pull a fast one. As we are here on lap number 129. As Jaden Wixon, the number 9 car, for, stage 1 winner, brings in that number 9 Toyota Camry. Let's see what he does here. Oh, but Roy Hill now under attack from Tristan Aceto. Tristan looking good in that 66 machine, going to bring it up underneath, side by side, coming out of turn number 4. And Tristan with a nice run. If he comes back to us, hey, Tristan! There's Tristan. Oh, it's side by side. The internet's blinking on him. Okay, so Matthew Semple had an incident. He's got a meatball flag. So Matthew Semple in the pits. We did not catch what happened to Matthew, but Matthew in the pits. Jaden Wicks out of pit road. He's in the pits right now, getting some work done. Oh, wait, where's Jaden? Jaden's already out. 15-second stop. No problem. Matthew Simple's going to get the faster pair, put on 4 tires, and the way he goes, he did go in with a meatball flag. So it's something that, oh, the number 8 gets loose off of exit. Too much power for the number 8 as he's going to get this thing turned around. Caution flag is not out here at Charlotte, lap 132 here, as things are starting to go sideways for some of the drivers. Mike Schaefer, though, not going sideways. He's going full speed ahead, straight ahead, almost with a 4-second lead. Next driver back, Tristan Acedo, doing a great job, finding himself up 12 spots. Roy Hill, the third, also having some blinking issues there in the 77, finds himself in third. Eden's moved himself up to P4, but look for that big undercut if this thing stays green for Jaden Wicks to find himself up, maybe up towards the front. Oh, Gary Miller, Mike Miller almost touched there with Logan Spencer right behind their tail. That was a close one. I'm hearing the 11 coming in, or someone coming in. Let's keep our eyes on it. Roy Hill, the third, coming. Oh, Roy Hill sideways on the apron. Is this going to bring out a caution at Charlotte? No, he backs it up. He's going to be okay, or is it going to be an unsafe pit entry? I'm seeing he's clean. I'm seeing he's clean. So lost some time there on pit entry as he loops it there on the pit road entrance. Mackenzie Clayton are bringing it down to number 19. Bass Pro Shops Club, Toyota Camry now in the pit lane. Looks like all drivers taking 4 tires right now. Mike Schaefer your leader at the moment, still increasing that lead over Tristan and able to keep another storyline, able to keep Dylan Wilbers a lap down. Wilbers has not been able to recapture it as Gary Miller and Mike Miller both bringing it downtown here at Charlotte. Going to get the service, get some fresh Goodyear Eagles and some Sunoco fuel as it's Miller time in the pits. All right, so longest drivers right now, lap 34. Looks like Dylan, and then who else do we want to check on? We want to check on Jaden. Okay, so looks like laps, longest stint right now, Christopher doing a good job. But Mike doing a great job. So let's see when Mike, so the big key here is, what we want to keep an eye on is Mike and Jaden. Jaden was our first driver to pit on the lead lap, on lap 129, and we want to see what happens when Mike comes in. See what kind of undercut he's going to get. That is the question, my good sir. Dylan Wilbers bringing that car down pit road, was unable to get his lap back the hard way. And now finding himself in a desperate situation here as the 12. Oh, black flag for the 12. He's going to have a hold. Adds insult to injury for Wilbers. As the number 12 machine is going to get a penalty. And there he goes. He's out. Took the 4-tire stop with a 40-second hold. That is not what Mike Schaefer needs. Mike Schaefer needs a very clean stop. He's last pitted 102. As you can see there, Mike Schaefer, 37 laps on this set. Pushing it long. And here comes Aiden. Aiden now brings it in to number 97. 97 in right now. So Aiden comes in from 5th position. Brings that car downtown. Mike Schaefer still on the lead lap. Running real well. That lead still out to 4 seconds. Tristan might be coming in. Here I see him slowing down. Tristan Acedo brings it down. Looks good. Slows that car down. 66 just in time. And there is Tristan bringing it down. Logan Spencer now your next car behind Mike. And there's Jaden Wicks that we spoke about earlier. First car to pit. But Logan right now is going to find himself in P2. 10 seconds behind the leader of Mike Schaefer. Like I said, folks, the big key here is when Mike's going to pit and how will Jaden look when he comes out. Because right now, Jaden Wicks finds himself on top of the cars that have pitted already. And I think he's going to find himself in a bad spot, but let's see. So Mike Schaefer and Jaden are 40 seconds. There's a 40-second gap between Mike and Jaden right now. So we'll have to see when Mike pits exactly how it all plays out. As Mike Schaefer putting the laps down, leading more and more laps as we take a look at our lap leaders. You can take a look at exactly what's been happening. Dylan Wilbers found himself a lap down, then got a black flag penalty, so he's not looking too hot for the rest of this race. We've completed 2 stages. Jaden Wicks won the first stage. Gary Miller won the second stage. And now we find ourselves Schaefer out here leading lots of laps, have not pitted, not concerned. If he can make this thing to lap 150, that would be something, folks. But I do not see it happening. I see him maybe bringing it in on lap 148. 146 is the furthest we saw anyone take it earlier in the other stage. So this is very interesting. Let's see how far.
Pitting this time.
Okay, so that was the 60 you heard throwing it out. Keith Ayers going to be bringing it down. Sorry, just keeping it on them. And then we got some action back here in the pack. This is for cars that are a lap down that have pitted already. And there's Will Moore bringing it down. There's the 6th now, pitting in. Mike Schaefer still running strong with Logan. Can these boys make it to lap 150? I doubt it. I see a pit stop in the next 4 laps at least. I mean, next 2 laps, I'd say, but they could prove me wrong. There he is. Schaefer bringing it in. That is too fast. I think that is too fast. Race control. He looks clean. He looks clean for now. That was very hard entry for Mike Schaefer. If he's not penalized, that's amazing job there, because that looked very fast there from the 89. Great pit stop. I don't see any penalties yet. Right sides go on. Question is, where is Jaden Wickets? He's right now on the backstretch entering 3. Coming out of 4. Where's Mike? Mike's exiting clean. No penalty at all. Jaden Wicks now coming down the front stretch past the start-finish line. And there's Mike Schaefer. You can see him exiting. Well, he's going to have some work cut out for him, but he's going to have some really good fresh tires on it. But we're going to have to see how this thing plays out. 89 goes by, going to find himself.
89 pitting this time.
89 still has the pit, so Logan's going to bring it in, and Jaden finds himself on the lead lap. There's Logan. He called out his pit stop. Let's take a look at Logan's pit stop. Bringing it down, slowing that 89 Coors Light machine down. Oh, out into the hitting wall. Black flag for Logan Spencer. Race control got him. As that's going to ruin his day if this thing stays green. What a great run Logan was having. As the silver bullet himself speeding pit road. Your leader now, Jaden Wickets. Last pitted lap 129. Mike Schaefer, though, finds himself in second position, 20 seconds behind him. I'm sorry. 4 seconds behind Wicks. I think Schaefer's going to be able to run him down. I think Schaefer had a hell of a run. And I think Jaden's going to be in some trouble here. Let's put up our pits. Oh, what's going on? I heard someone yelling. I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, so there's Jaden Wig. Let's bring up our pit stop stats so you guys can.
Not on purpose.
Oh, what happened? I can't see what happened, boys. Looking around the track. Nothing on my screen. I can hear it, though. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to it. So you can see there, Mike just pitted, and he's only 3.4 seconds behind him. Wait, Jaden's on 20-lap tires. My problem is, though, they both have to pit one more time. So if Wicks comes in again shortly, he's going to keep that lead over Mike. So it's going to be really interesting if this stays green between Jaden and Mike. Our next driver to keep an eye on is Aiden. Aiden's doing a great job. Aiden's only 5 seconds back from the leader. I think Aiden's got some good speed. He could have a really good pit stop. I think Schaefer killed it on pit entry and had a good pit stop, and that's what helped him limit the damage of Jaden's undercut. But this next pit stop for Jaden's is going to be very telling. I think if I was Jaden, I come in as soon as my window opens, because Mike's going to have to bring it in again. Everyone pitted before lap 150. Longest guy came in lap 145. Logan Spencer was 147. He might have had a shot at doing it, but I think Mike, one lap 145, if he can make it to the end, 55 laps, it's not unheard of, but it's pretty unheard of. You'd have to be saving right now from the get-go. And I don't think he is, as Mike's got that gap down to 2 seconds. But let's see what happens when these tires collides. I think Jaden's going to pit before Mike even gets to him. All right, taking a breath. Okay, let's see what we can take a look at. I'm going to bring up our driver kind of timeline just to see everyone's, we'll go through the list here as it's kind of calmed down a little bit. See where everyone's position went throughout the day. So we had a lot of yellows. See Jaden, we have 5 sets of tires. I think Jaden has some repairs done here in the beginning. It says 4 tires, but they only have 5 sets on the pit, but that doesn't make sense. So keep that in mind. He's led 25 laps. Let's take a look at Mike. Mike doing a great job. Had some repairs done. 2 tires earlier on for that stage. Trying to get that stage. 4 tire stops. Been running real well. Got that gap down to 1.5. Let's take a look at Aiden's day. Up and down also. Take a look at Tristan. Hasn't led any laps yet, but I feel like he's got some good speed in that car. Gary Miller, up and down day, also finds himself right now running in P5. Won the second stage, though, so big shout out there to Gary. Had the commentator's blessing, not a curse, a blessing. A great job there by Gary. Mike Miller finds himself in P6. Roy Hill the third. Christopher. Okay, it looks like Tristan might be catching Aiden here. Keep an eye on that in a second. Not too close, though, at the time. Mackenzie. And then Matthew, fast car, but just penalized and had the black flag and had the incident off of pit road. So Matthew has the speed, just not able to keep it on the track, not having his day. Will Moore in the number 6 Snickers machine.
Or Matthew, whatever your name is.
19 Mackenzie. I don't think he called out his pit stop, and that's what maybe we're having some speculation on. All right, so Jaden. Okay, what's 200 minus 36, folks? 64. So lap 164, maybe Wicks comes in or around there, as he's got now a second gap over Mike Schaefer. Christendall putting the pressure on Aiden right now. So the battle for P3 starting to heat up. But I think the most intriguing thing is going to be the pit stops. A lot of pressure going to be on these pit stops. When you pit is going to be another thing. I feel like this is going to go green. So if that's going on, that's what you got to think about is if this thing goes green, what are my best bet? As we're going to have to see how Mike does catching Jaden. I'm going to go on board with old Mike here, see what he's doing. Okay, so he's not overly saving or overly doing anything. Let's see what Jaden's doing. I don't think Jaden's doing the same either. I think Jaden's just running hard. Yep. Back on Mike, make sure. Okay, so I think everyone needs a pit again. So that's going to be the main thing. When do you pit? Oh, as Mike hits the wall there a little bit.
I appreciate it, Matt.
All right, so Roy now looking underneath Mike Miller in the 01. 77, got a nice run. Oh, he's almost touching him.
Yeah, I just don't want to hold you up, that's all.
Roy Hill there, close call, has to burp the throttle, and there you see the 77 lose some much needed time. The 01 scraping that outside wall, running the high side here at Charlotte, making it look like Auto Club. And here comes the 77 now. Roy Hill going to look to get up to P6 and make the pass. They're side by side here entering turn 3. Looks like Mike's going to give him that spot, and there he goes. Roy Hill, the third up to P6. Behind Mike Miller, that is the 6 of Wilmore, a lap down. Kristen starting to put some pressure on. That 19 car is a lap car down to McKenzie. Clayton. McKenzie trying to get his laps back the whole way. McKenzie, though, is about 3 laps down, it looks like on my screen, or 4 laps down, I'm sorry. So is Keith Ayers having a tough day. Wilbers, Spencer, all having some tough ones there. Only 8 cars on the lead lap at this time. But Tristan trying to catch Aiden. Going to let that faster car go by down on the inside. Going to slow up Tristan, though, on his drive to catch Aiden. Mike's got that lead. Mike's hanging around. Mike's hanging around 1.7. He's been around this for a little bit. Jaden doing a heck of a job keeping that gap, stopping the bleeding. We said 164 for Jaden, so he's pushing it. I think this is the thing. Like, you can't, this is what I'm talking about. So, like, Mike did a great job going further and longer, but now, they're fighting in the back there as Aiden's going to cut the nose off the McKenzie. Clayton giving them all types of trouble. We got a brouhaha happening here in turn number 2 as Tristan and Aiden are going back side by side with a lap car in their way. Aiden not happy. You can see the body language of the 97 machine as he shut the door on the 66.
Aiden, throw one more block. I'm up in the gate.
The 97 up in the outside wall. I heard someone saying, throw one more block, see what happens. As the 66 takes an outside scenic route, scrapes the wall, sends it in, floorboard deep, firewall deep. Gonna get a huge run here now. Off of here he comes on the inside. 97 and the 66 side by side. This is for P3. The 66 got a great run on the inside, but here comes the 97 trying to do a crossover move on the inside. Going to fall back in line. Aiden Strin's going to fall back to P3 as Tristan Acedo is going to go back to the future as he's blinking on us. Christopher, the number 42, coming in the pit road. So that's the first car in the lead lap, I believe, bringing it down on lap number 167, I'm sorry. As we're going to go back here to Tristan and Aiden's. I think they got this thing settled out as Tristan, the faster car at this moment, able to make it happen. Okay, going back to Jaden, and Jaden's bringing it in. Jaden's pulling a fast one, brings it in. So now this is the thing. Jaden was able to keep the lead and not let Mike go by. Unless Mike can make it to lap 200, like, you know what I mean, running that long, what did it serve you? It didn't get you anywhere, in my opinion. And now that's going to force Mike's hand. Let's see what happens. Let's see how many tires Jaden Wicks puts on. Right side, Goodyear Eagles going on. Jack's going to come out. They're swinging around the other side. The tire carriers are bringing out the other side of the tires on the wall. 4 fresh set of Goodyear Eagles going on. A fresh can of Sunoco gas fuel, and away he goes. Mike Schaefer still oh no! Mike Schaefer into the inside wall, the pit wall, hits the right front damage. That just sealed the deal for Jaden Wickett. Jaden Wicks now has a free pass as Wilmore now has a meatball flag. Something happened to Wilmore. Where's Will at? Will's got his hood up. He's waving to the stands. It's still green flag as he cannot see what is going on at all out of that number 6 machine, stickers machine. He can't see. I can barely see. Is this going to bring out a caution here at Charlotte? He's all over the track. He's coming off a pit exit. And still no caution here as Mike Miller brings it down pit road. Will Mort, oh, he's going to hit the wall. Is he going to get this thing to pit road? Is this going to stay green? Jaden Wicks completes the pit stop flawlessly. Mike Schaefer, big heartbreak for him as he botches the pit stop entry, hits the inside wall, causes tons of time, and that's going to seal the deal. And Wilmore does bring that car in with the hood flapping to the fans and all as he brings it down pit road. Does not bring out a yellow as some drivers were praying and hoping for. Here comes Tristan now in, the 66 Ford, bringing that car, Ford Mustang, back in as we got 29 laps to go here at the Coca-Cola 300 for the Friggy Diggy Racing League, as all eyes are now on Jaden Wicks. And that whole time we did miss Aiden Schreen bringing his car down. He brought it down on lap 169 right after Jaden Wicks. So Aiden, 3.4 seconds behind Jaden. I think Jaden's got this thing wrapped up, gift wrapped, and put a bow on it if this thing stays green. Take a look at our pit stop stats. You guys can take a look at exactly what's taking place. As you can see, Jaden Wicks as he crossed the line, laps since pitted, 1 up by 1. So that's how we keep track of this. So Aiden has 5 laps on those tires. Aiden has 1 lap fresher tires. He's 3.4 seconds back. That's the next guy to challenge for the win. As all the pit stops have cycled out, and now it is a dash to the end of the race. 27 laps here to go to complete the Coca-Cola 300 for the Friggy Diggy Racing League Cup Series. Brought to you live here on the Vortex Racing Network on this beautiful Wednesday evening. We are happy to be providing you all this awesome racing action. Make sure you guys check out our YouTube page. Please like and subscribe. It goes a long way in supporting what we do here for all you folks. So thank you for everybody tuning in here. As the winding laps here is 26 laps to go here. As it's a quarter, actually a quarter, right? Nope, I'm sorry, 1/8. 100 laps. The math ain't mathin', folks. The math ain't mathin'. All right. Is there anybody else? Let's see where Tristan's at. Tristan's 8 seconds back, 9 seconds back on 4 lap fresher tires. I don't think that's enough. The 25 to go, but we'll have to see. Oh, Aceto out, or is that just his timing? It's just the timing. He blinked out, guys. There's Dylan bringing it in. Tough day for Dylan in the number 12. All you Wilbur's fans out there, just a tough day for him. Led a bunch of laps. That first stage really bit him in the butt. Or second stage, I'm sorry. Bit him in the butt there. As now Mike Schaefer bringing it down pit road again. What happened to Mike? Mike Schaefer back into pit road as Mike, and a black flag for Mike Schaefer. From going to cloud 9, all the way from the top of the top to the bottom of the heap, Mike Schaefer now having to serving a black flag as he has not hit his pit stop. That is not a pit box, Mike. There you go, Mike. Get her in. As Mike Schaefer brings that car in, he's going to have to do a hold. I'm not sure if that must have been speeding down pit road, but he must have had some damage to bring in that car. Man, I wish. Let's take a look at Mike Schaefer's entry here. Oh, that is not what we wanted to see. Sorry, guys. Well, unfortunate day there for Mike. One man's troubles is another man's fortune. As there you can see Jaden Wicks here trying to stay out of trouble. As Ayers is up in the outside wall. That's a lap car. He's going to hit it again, and you see the sparks come off the back bumper. And that number 6 car you see there is a lap car down. That's Will Moore, so no need to worry about that, as that's another Snickers machine. As who's hungry? Jaden Wicks is. Grab a Snickers. Schaefer in shambles. That should be the headline. Yes, just throwing it away. Pressure got to him. Unfortunate day for Schaefer there. Okay, the 60 calling out his pit. The 60 calling out his pit. Lap car down. Keith Ayers. Let's see what he can do. Great job bringing it down. So far, so good. Slows that car. Oh, car in the outside wall. That might have been Matthew Semple. Guys trying to hope for a yellow flag, maybe get a wave around. Not going to happen. Let's check out our lap leaders here today, as Dylan Wilbur is still leading it for now, but Jaden Wicks next time by is going to tie that. But now Jaden Wicks, let's get off of this, because now Jaden Wicks has to deal with some lap traffic up here in front of him. Things can get interesting here. Aiden Schrang now, lap pressure tires only 3.5 seconds back. Nothing's impossible. 19 laps to go here at Charlotte. The 6 Will Moore, that's the lap car down. You got the 42. Jaden's going to squeeze it up the top. Now he's got to deal with Mackenzie Clayton in the 19. That's a wild man there in the 19. Is he going to pass underneath of the 19? Jaden in a pickle here. Got the 42. One more car to get by. That's Christopher. Going to put Christopher a lap down if he can get by him. So look for Christopher to battle him hard, as that's the next car to go a lap down. As your leader, Jaden Wicks, putting it down here. 18 laps to go here at Charlotte. Your stage 1 winner. Dealing with some lap traffic, trying to put Christopher down another lap. That would leave 7 cars on the lead lap. But Christopher doing a great job of holding strong. Fighting off the leader. He has every right to do it. Trying to stay on that lead lap just in case a caution were to come out. Something to go awry. It would pay dividends. As Jaden's going to go up the outside wall. Going to scrape. He's going to send his buddy Ian into the inside wall. He's wrecking. Will Moore's wrecking. Oh, no yellow out. No yellow out as the Snickers teammates. Major left front damage there to the 6, as that was a close call. As that is a meatball flag there for William Moore. You can see that come up. Mackenzie Clayton, that says off track. He looks okay. Pandemonium everywhere, folks, as Jaden Wicks is holding on to this thing as he got in the outside wall. Speaking of outside wall, Aiden. Has nothing to do with the outside wall, but Aiden 3 seconds now. Pressure starting to creep in for the number 9, maybe. Can Aiden bring it back? Can Aiden harness that extra 10% power of these cars? I don't know. It might be too little, too late here for Aiden in the number 97. But Aiden had great speed earlier on.
You didn't see anything there, Gary?
No, nothing wrong, sir.
I like this Gary guy.
The long grass I saw there somewhere.
Oh, no. Okay, 3 seconds. Still 3 second lead here. Eden now working underneath some traffic. See if he can pass a little more efficiently. Every little bit can help here. 14 laps to go here at the Coca-Cola 300 for the Friggy Diggy Racing League, guys. We appreciate you guys checking in. Remember, you guys could take a look. Oh, wrong button. You guys take a look at all things Friggy Diggy at that QR code. That's their Discord server. You guys could hit that. Oh, Dylan Wilbur. I'm showing a little bit of trouble maybe. Hope he's okay. I thought I saw an off track there. Keeping my eyes peeled for anything that could throw a yellow here, as the NASCAR officials are looking out their tower very diligently looking for some debris on the track. But we are here for the Coca-Cola 300. Thank you to Jaden Wicks for reaching out to us here at the Vortex Racing Network to stay with the leader. You guys remember, we appreciate all your help. Like and subscribe. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Couldn't do this here without you guys in this community. So thank you guys for tuning in, like and subscribing. It goes a long way in helping us do what we're trying to do. As you can see, Tristan there doing a great job getting by some lap traffic there of Wilbur's. He's okay. That's right. I think I see some brake rotor too. I'm trying to get their attention to it, but they're just not throwing the yellow there. Will Moore's issue there that caught him. Will Moore, I think he's not even on the track. Yeah, Will Moore. That was a really close call with the 2 Snicker cars. That almost led to a yellow. Him trying to push it up there. SVG coming strong. Yeah, I mean, I want him to. He's still a little bit back. Mackenzie Clayton bringing that car down to number 19. Jaden Wicks, though, has extended that lead back to 0.3 of a second, so he's got it back to 3.3. Okay, so Jaden Wicks here, 9 laps to go here at Charlotte. Oh, sorry, guys. Let me get you back to the main camera. I'm sorry about that. Always forget sometimes. All right, Jaden Wicks, 9 laps to go, leading the Coca-Cola 300. One stage number 1 has a 3.4 second lead over Aiden. AVG back here to number 97 machine. He's trying his heart out, but doesn't look like it's going to be anything as Jaden keeps extending that lead. Kristen doing a great job here in P3, up 11 spots from the beginning of the race. He's back 8 seconds of the leader. Gary Miller, stage 2 winner, doing a great job finding himself in P4. Mike Miller, P5. Logan Spencer, the silver bullet, finds himself in 6th position, especially with that speeding penalty. Roy Hill, the third, having a tough day back here in P7 after having a chance at the lead a few times. As you can see, major right front damage to that 77 machine. Christopher Hug Lisi, I know I'm destroying your name, sorry there, Chris, up to P8 right now, up 5 spots, doing a great job. Matthew Semple finds himself back on the lead lap, which is great. I mean, still a lap down, I'm sorry, still a lap down. Tough day for all these guys. Lap down, found themselves on the wrong end of strategy, basically. Now we're just kind of going through the field to see if there's anything close happening. Not really. So just keep your eyes open and your hearts prepared as this thing's winding down as Jaden Wicks with that gnarly Caterpillar, base Caterpillar from Jackson, Georgia. What's Spencer doing? Is he bringing it down? Bringing it down again. That's strange. Oh, the 77 goes up high. 89 going to bring it in hot. Slows it down. Okay, he's okay. Okay, so Logan Spencer last pitted on... Oh, I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell you. Oh, Christopher, I'm showing crashed. Oh, no, he's in. He must have towed.
Yeah, right there, Matt.
I was going to ask you, did you throw a banana out there last lap around or what?
What happened to Chris here?
Too many Molsons.
Jesus, I ain't drinking that piss.
Oh, he just brings it in. Old Christopher there. Nothing happens to him. All right, 4 laps to go here. We're winding it down here at the Coca-Cola 300. 4 laps to go, folks. Thank you for joining me this whole time. It's been a pleasure. My name has been Kevin Kyle, and I am here for the Vortex Racing Network. Glad that we're bringing you this live racing action here for the Coca-Cola 300. Glad to bring you along here for this awesome race we had. Lots of incidents early on, but this last stint has been green flag racing and has really let the cream of the crop rise as we find Jaden Wicks now only 3 laps away from winning the Coca-Cola 300 here as AVG is trying to dig himself back but finds himself 4 seconds back. Kristen Esfedo, I'm destroying your names. The 67 Tristan, I'm just gonna stop trying to say that one. I should know it. I'm half Mexican. I half know it. Tristan doing a great job there. Finds himself P3. Gary Miller and Mike Miller doing a great job. Oh, but here comes Matthew Semple. Trying to find his way back around. Trying to make a pass. He's on the fresher stuff. Not one to get involved with Gary. As the 8 hits the wall again. Pounding the wall. But the story of the night, stage 1 winner and soon to be Coca-Cola 300 winner, Jaden Wicks, knocking on the door here. As the white flag is out here at the Coca-Cola 300, Jaden Wicks has nothing but clean, fresh air out in front of him. As nothing can go wrong right now unless there's nothing. Next lap ends it. Jaden Wicks, unless he runs out of fuel or puts this thing into the outside wall, is going to be your winner of the Coca-Cola 300 as he comes around the bank here, entering turn 3. Jaden Wicks, welcome to the Coca-Cola 300 as you are the winner here of the Friggy Diggy Racing League Cup Series Coca-Cola 300. Congratulations to Jaden. Here comes AVG.
Good win, Jaden.
He's going to be second. Tristan's going to pick up that 3rd place.
Thank you.
Gary Miller, great job at P4. Mike Miller, 5th. 6th, Roy Hill, the 3rd. Matthew Semple's going to be a P7. Dylan Wilbur's P8. Logan Spencer going to be P9. Keith Ayers, P10. Mackenzie Clayton, 11th. Christopher Pug, 12th. Will Moore, 13th. The 14th, Mike Schaefer. And 15th, Ian Murphy. As the 8 of Simple, giving Wick some love. And there we go. Here's your podium finishers as Jaden Wick's mustache almost overseeds that Snickers number 9 machine. Congrats there to Jaden. Let me see. Let me get our interviews ready here. Get these guys ready up here in the waiting room as we can get some of these underway. See if anyone's in here waiting just yet. No, not yet. That's okay. All right. So that being said, let me bear with me.
Remember, guys, if you top 3, go to waiting room.
All right, we're gonna bring it back here. See if we can bring up some of our yellow flags while we're doing. Oh, okay. Slow it down. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, just so we can have some background while we're chatting with some of our winners here from the race. So, got right now. Oh, there's our waiting room. Okay, we got. We'll start with our winner. Or no, let's do Tristan. Tristan, number 66, man, 3rd place here today. And then Tristan, before we start off, man, how do you pronounce your last name?
Acevedo.
I still can't do it.
Acevedo.
Acevedo. See, I just gotta say it real quick.
Yes, sir.
Acevedo. Well, I destroyed your name all race long. So please, I apologize there, Tristan. But man, great run. If you just want to walk me through your race, man, and how'd you feel out there?
Yeah, I felt like I had a lot of long run speed, was checking down you guys a lot. Got caught up in one of those early incidents on the restarts. had about 3.5 minutes of damage to repair, but even when I was repairing damage, I was still there at the end of stage 2, hunting people down, and it was so much fun. I was like, dude, I'm hurt and I'm still running them down. I feel awesome. There was one time Michael Miller, he was up there on the high line, and that was where I was running, and I was hanging out with Christopher Pugliese, Mackenzie Clayton, and Dylan. I forget his last name. I'm sorry, buddy. I was running with them, and they yes, sir. They heard me drop the Bane quote from Dark Knight Rises. The you Mueller adopted the dark. I was born in it because I was just hunting them down still on the outside. I was running better than them. I felt good about that.
Funny. Yeah, no, how did that, do you guys usually run with 110% power?
I think it was just for this race and some of the other shorter
Interesting.
tracks.
Okay. Did you notice a difference? Did you notice it at all, or it felt like the
Not too
restarts were a little
much.
tough?
Yeah, not too much. Yeah, the restarts is definitely when you notice it the most. Those things were wiggly tonight.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And Kristen, and then like, yeah, how many races do you guys have this season?
We're doing the entire season, I believe, of NASCAR. So we're just following them every week, doing it 1 week
Wow,
after,
that's
or
well,
the following day.
awesome, man. Well, that's really exciting to keep track with you guys now. Well, hey, I
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you guys letting us broadcast this for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy
Mhm.
rewatching it back. And then before I let you out of here, Tristan, just any shout outs and anyone you want to say hi to or sponsors, the floor is yours.
Yeah, my teammates I mentioned earlier, you guys were awesome. It was nice racing with y'all. Just got to thank God for the opportunity to come out here and compete. It was a lot of fun, and I got to do what I wanted to do. And I was just running my best race.
Awesome, Tristan. Well, hey, thank you for joining us up here in the booth. And I'll let you go, buddy. And God bless, and see you next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. You have a good night.
That was Tristan. Let me bring in SVG. I'm gonna call him AVG. But Aiden, do you have a copy?
Yeah, hear you.
Hey man, great race today. You were up there in the front quite a bit. It seemed like maybe a little bit of that strategy. Was it the second stage maybe caught you guys off guard with the fuel, with some of the guys making it last and then getting caught a lap back?
Yeah, it was just kind of went over my head a little bit. I should have come in just to top it off. I figured there's going to be another caution there. I could just extend it out a little bit, but yeah, that kind of set me on behind the 8 ball a little bit for the last stage.
Yeah, and I also noticed some of your other guys, like Wilbur's, Dylan Wilbur's, like he was doing great, balls to the wall, really laying down some lap times. But then like I saw him pit, but like guys like that were behind you, you got the lucky dog. But those guys, they didn't. They decided to come in and top off with fuel instead of trying to stay out and get the lucky dog. I felt like that's what might have happened to those guys because they seemed to be stuck a lap back the rest of the race.
Yeah, I kind of got fortunate getting in front of those two, and I mean, I think everybody thought there was going to be a caution that last stage, at least a bunch of them, like there was the first two. So they probably weren't too concerned. But
right,
yeah, it just kind of felt that way.
Will be updated.
Well, great job, man. We were hoping you could chase down Jaden, but Jaden just seemed to have.
Send it in.
Well, Mike definitely,
tomorrow night.
Schaefer definitely had a bad pit stop,
we'll have a look at it
wrecked
and
it,
everything,
bringing
but,
it in, and
thank you
looped
again,
it, and then
everybody,
got
for coming out
a
tonight.
penalty. So that kind of shot him in the foot.
I hope
But
to see you all
great
next
job
week.
trying to chase
Thank you.
down Jaden there and making it close. We were rooting for you to get back to him. But with that being said, Aiden, just any shout outs or any sponsors you want to say hi to, the floor is yours.
Thanks to Jaden to get the broadcast up. That was pretty cool. To get one in the middle of the season. So, and thank you for broadcasting it.
Of course, man. Yeah, my pleasure. Jaden reached out to us, and I was glad. It's been slow at work, and I was like, yeah, I can do it. And then, sure enough, the day we do it, we had work, so I was a little behind the ball getting this up, but I'm glad it worked out, and wasn't as polished as I wanted it for you guys, but I'm glad we got you guys a broadcast, and I hope you guys are happy with it. So yeah, appreciate you guys having a great race as you guys did, and look forward to keeping up with you guys during the rest of the season. See how you guys checking in on you guys. So thank you, Aiden, for the race, and great job out there.
Thanks.
Got it, man. All right, that was number 97 of Aiden. And now we're going to bring in the main man, your winner of the Coca-Cola 300, Mr. Jaden Wicks, and the promoter of this race, Jaden Wicks. So, Jaden, congratulations on the win here at the Coca-Cola 300. How'd it go, man? And were you nervous about Schaefer?
Yeah, I was nervous. Of course, I messed up on lap one. Of course, I pooped the bed with it. I spun the tires and hit the outside wall. I was nervous, especially short pitting because you never know if a caution is going to come out or not, and I was nervous the whole time. But I knew if I did that, I would have a gap on them, and that last one was the one that really scared me because I didn't know when they were going to pick because everybody was in the fuel window once we got the lap 165. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I was when we were watching it, hit that first lap outside wall, that damaged you. Were you able to repair that naturally, or did you have to use a fast repair?
I had to use my fast repair on that, which I went down pit road one time, saw how much damage I had. It was like 7 minutes, and I was like, I cannot take this. So I just went ahead and went down and took my fast repair and tried to keep it safe the rest of the race. I had one incident where I did have to avoid a wreck, and that really scared me. But we got through it, and we won the race. So I can't be more happy.
Yeah, and then Jaden early, and then earlier was it Moore, Will Moore? Was that your teammate?
Wilmore, it was not. My teammates are
Okay.
Matthew Simple and Logan Spencer.
Okay, but you guys, okay, because Will's running a Snickers cart also, so I was a little like
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you guys were teammates or not, but yeah, a close call with you and lap traffic there at the end. You and Will definitely got close and sent Will to the inside wall, and that almost caused a caution. So that was a close call for you because I know you wanted to stay green with that lead. And then with Schaefer, we were looking up here on the booth and we are just thinking about, Schaefer ran really long and then he was able to come out, but like you guys still both had the pit again. So like, like in Schaefer's point of view, I understand, but I think for him, maybe he didn't need to stay out as long as he did, because you guys both had the pit again. Where his advantage was going to come from later on in the run, but tough break for him. He had a pit entry issue and also had a speeding. Kind of sealed the deal for you there, Jaden. But Jaden, congratulations on the race again. I touched base with one of the guys earlier. They said you guys are following the full cup schedule, so that's super cool. And speaking of the full cup schedule, Jaden, I want to get your guys' QR code up there again. So, hey, if you guys are interested in this league, this is Jaden. This is the main man of the league, and that's their QR code. So, you guys are interested in running a full season. They're right now they're on the Coca-Cola 300. They follow the cup schedule and scan that QR code or get in touch with me on the VRN network and point you in the right direction for Jaden as they have a truck series and a cup series, I believe you guys have available. Correct, Jaden?
Yes, sir. Have Cup Series on Wednesday nights, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time when practice opens, and then on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern times when practice opens for trucks.
Okay, awesome. Well, like I said, you can reach out to me and I'll get you in touch with Jaden or check out that QR code, and we'll have that link also in our description of our YouTube channel. Well, on that note, Jaden, congrats, and then the floor is yours. Any shout outs or any thank yous or highs? Anyone you want to say before I let you go?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you for broadcasting, taking your time out of your day to come and broadcast this race. I'd like to thank my smoking hot wife, my pawpaw, and my friend Marty, and thank him for helping me out whenever I need help and I'm not here. So thank him for that. Other than that, I got nothing else.
Right on, Jaden. Well, hey, we appreciate the opportunity to work with you and look forward to future endeavors maybe. And from there, we'll go from there, Jaden. But thank you for the opportunity and great race and great job adminning. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the future.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, guys, that was Jaden Wicks, your winner of the Coca-Cola 300. We want to say thank you to him and providing you guys this race broadcast. This brought to you by him. So thank you to the Friggy Diggy Racing League. Remember, that's the QR code to check out. And with that said, you guys, God bless. Take care of yourselves. Enjoy your Wednesday night. And we'll be back here on tomorrow night with the Quantum Contender Series as they take on Rockingham. So please be there to join us there for that race. And with that being said, God bless. Take care, boys, and we'll see you on the next one.